Citizen. How's your spirit? Well, it's been a long time since I said that line. Super big, super chill. What do you think of my socks? You can get them at the Dollar Tree, $1.25. Right? Antisocial grouch club. Though I'm not grouchy. Uh, I kind of think that people just didn't understand Oscar's humor um, back when. Or Oscar choosing to live in filth, so to speak. I understand Oscar the Grouch so much differently than I did when I was a kid. To me, he was funny. I just didn't understand him. Now I get him. Anyway, I wanted to go live because y'all know me. I see some things and I be thinking some stuff, and so I share it with you. And I've been doing that for a long time, right? So recently, I saw a video of ISO Speed and Kendrick Lamar, and who else? Oh, and Tyson, right? Kendrick Lamar won a certain number of Grammys. Congratulations to the young man. ISO Speed went to Africa, had a great tour. Kai Cenat had a great run and then decided to leave the live streaming industry, podcasting thing, and do something different with fashion, right? Uh, they were good, and they could have been great. And this is why this show's going to be hard to take at 1:44 on the clock. Um, these young men specifically have an ancestry that's just not going to tolerate that in 2026 or moving forward. You see, minstrelsy was a thing that black people had to do way back when. If we were going to be on television, we had to be in blackface. Then we get to Pat Morita, which I put on my timeline somewhere today, and he gets into Asian blackface, so to speak, or black suit. However, if you notice how that clip plays out, he plays it really cool, having become a part of the community by way of being with the right person, not at the right place at the right time. You have to have a certain level of respect to bring in someone who isn't respected anywhere else in the world. Okay? At that time. Uh, Move forward. And then in 2020, COVID hit. And the first thing I noticed was black people went to the old ish minstrelsy, coonery, um, charlatanism, all, and off their own people. No, 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 no. This was an opportunity for us to come together and entertain ourselves, some money, put it back into our own community and grow. That's not how it went. Now, it seems to you that it went the same for me as it did for everyone else, and I'd like to tell you why it's different at 3:33 on the clock. Number one, would hit. I use my unemployment money to start my content creating, to start my business, and to take people in who had nowhere else to go. So that tells you how much I was making before COVID and before I became a volunteer. So it's no tax mistake. I was able to go to the last job that I was actually paid and get my unemployment from that. So there's no crime or anything that I did, right? Okay. So I'm on a AmeriCorps volunteer, and COVID hits, and I am told to leave the office in March. By May, I believe I am letting them know, hey, listen, being in my studio apartment, having to call volunteers who are elders, and they're telling me about their passing on loved ones, too much for me to handle. I don't believe I'm going to finish out my contract. I know there's a minimum requirement. What is it? My minimum requirement was sometime in June. So in June is when I finish up all of my paperwork for both junior achievement. I'm sorry, for junior achievement, AmeriCorps State, and AmeriCorps Vista. Those go up the chain. and that is 2020. Stay with me, because this is when all the stuff is changing hands and da da da. Okay? At that time, I am an AmeriCorps volunteer, and they haven't figured out how they're going to get the Corps people back to the country, and what they're going to do about those of us who have been volunteering, and how we're going to make it to either be able to get around to finishing out our contracts or finish our contracts through some type of remote work. So, in all of that time, while we were waiting, I was able to get a $500 loan from AmeriCorps State. That's Arizona. Okay. Today, I see that apparently Katie Hobbs is about to be investigated or being investigated for money laundering by 55. By way of a nonprofit. And this is exactly the report that I gave her. Does that make it 5 years ago now? 5 years ago. You see the title? Train up a child in a way that they will go. Katie Hobbs is just who she is. Janine Christie Hill is who she is. Whether my last name is Paxton, Jenkins, or Jones, I am who I am. There is no other me. There is no other she. So now she's about to get mollywopped by Trump, the DOJ, the FBI, me, and the human rights people. Because you know what she did? Not only did she hold me hostage to this $500 loan, but she kept me from being able to make money. How do I know? Because I called her last year. I said, "Hey, yo, K.A., there's something going on down here. It's 4 o'clock in Tucson, where I just got put off of a homeless work program because somebody said I wasn't working hard enough because I got my medical marijuana card. You might want to come and look into this." And because I'm fucking brilliant, I went to the Southern Arizona legal aid people to ask for assistance. He said, "This is above my pay grade. We can't help you. We don't even defend, but I have a couple calls for you." So, K-Day, that's 2 calls, partner. You are on the clock. And everybody else involved. You see how that shit goes down to the Democrats. You got Democrats, you got Republicans up to some shit. Now, here's the question. When this all started, I got my background check under that president, so on and so forth. I was targeted under his leadership. What I tell y'all before, if I didn't, I'll tell you now. Donald Trump is the word. Jealous in the godly way, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you his, you his. Even if you fucking up, even if he gotta fire you, he feels like you're his. The biggest issue here, I'm not his, I'm not theirs. I left free and clearly you cannot hold me hostage to $500 fucking. You cannot. And then not allow me to make a goddamn cent. And nobody but me innocent. Now you get it? I'm gonna bring your chickens home to roost because I'm tired of this shit. Said on his channel, everybody got paid. He's a former Laker. He doesn't like Gilbert Arenas. He doesn't like the majority of the Lakers that he played with. So he played with y'all's asses. Back pocketed me until he can make use of me. And now I'm throwing motherfuckers, and y'all should eat his ass alive. Put a little peanut butter on it for me. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to go to prison. That's why he was making them prison meals and shit. So why don't y'all send him a ramen basket as a way of letting them know I said, "Eat a dick, bitch." I ain't playing with you. And it's 5 minutes after the clock. Everybody want to go and get mommy Walter Tyrell and bring her to see me so I can mommy walk her to her motherfucking face with this goddamn cup, bitch. You want to stop playing with me? You do not want to pretend to be me any fucking longer. Your house is already in shambles. It was in disarray, and I ain't nowhere around you, but you're gonna fuck around and find out on the motherfucking Tuesday how this pretty girl right here can fuck your life up and not be anywhere near you, not get any consequences, and watch you go down in flames until you go to hell. And any of you thinking you'll ever go on parole, I will be at every fucking parole board hearing. And if I'm not, a surrogate will be there in my place. You will never again see the light of fucking day. There will be no crack. Period. Bullshit. You openly pressed witchcraft on people. You openly targeted people. You openly committed treason in this country. I don't give two shits about who the fuck you think you are. That's the law. Bitch. You had better read your Constitution and fuck your Bible. You're an American citizen. You are under American judgment. These are human rights violations. You are under the judgment of the entire fucking globe. Ain't nobody gonna let go of they shit because of your dumb. And okay, they at your level, honey, if you did not know that this was an absolute motherfucking crime known as embezzlement, y'all are all involved in it. That makes it goddamn conspiracy. RICO charges. You are a co-conspirator. Those who are complicit at 11 on the clock will get this business. You came for me and my children. You came for their children, Katie. And then you found out not only am I anointed, I am really the shit. So what did you do? Did you go and get the grant from the government and lie about it so you could falsely investigate me while my government openly targeted me thinking that I had okayed this shit? Hey, that's crazy work, girl. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Because I signed on to an H3 grant, which was a homeless grant, just to be able to let people know, let you know my experience in the homeless community, much like I did when I was working for you, the surveys that I did, and everything else, Katie. This is how you use my information, and then say that I okayed it, and I would never okay anybody beaming radiation at me, chemicals, shooting shit over my head, up my nose, all kinds of weird ass shit in my sleep, Katie, because I put you onto the place that they were doing witchcraft in your city simultaneously. You had been acting, y'all ain't never said shit about that. When all of a sudden, here comes Donald Trump talking about, safe program. Katie, where'd that shit come from, by the way, Katie? Some of my shit went missing in the last 24 to 48 hours. I know you thought it was going to be important and you were going to be able to kill me or hide me so that, they wouldn't know that you were trafficking me around this motherfucking city, state, and or country. But, bitch, you about to get this business. Nothing on that motherfucking thumb drive is going to assist you. The information you need resides in me. And guess what? Everybody knows I'm alive, Katie. Everybody. I just put my family on notice. And if they don't stop fucking around, they gonna find out. Leave my children alone. I threatened to expose the hoes inside of my own fucking family, Katie. Y'all don't want this shit. You don't want this work. You want to get on the phone. You want to call the president. You want to say, hey, Mr. President, we probably have a joint meeting saying that I fucked up, you fucked up by not doing your research, and we need to get this woman some assistance. Um, and then pray that the global folks don't eat your ass for breakfast. To those of you who continue to make excuses for Donald Trump and this government at this, you should feel sick. If you knew what they allowed to happen in this city in the interim, because you think that chemical warfare is the worst of it. What they have planned for me, they could have tried it, but most what the most disgusting thing is. I don't know if I said it on camera. I don't care. I'm gonna say it again. When you have a child the same age as your child expose himself to you, that's fine. Everything after that came out of his mouth, you weren't afraid that he was possessed, because if it just came from his own thought processes, God, that's disgusting. But it involves peanut butter and salad toppings. At 23, you're not paying attention to your children. You've been negligent. So much so that Katie Hobbs was able to do shit like this. Because they use their children as pawns in this shit. You'll find out soon enough. 16, 16. Think about it. If they came after my children, whose children did they use to get to my children? While they were trying to get to me. All because I was doing the right thing. I wasn't even trying to be a civil rights leader. I was just doing the right thing by my cousins. I came to this city after doing so and being disgusted by my family members. I wanted to turn my life around, not your city. The fact that I was in your city making content and doing things does not give you the excuse to target me. When I came here to do you a service and you did your entire country a disservice. Treasonous bitch. And I mean that shit. You know, let me tell you something. I don't think that this person will mind. I met a gentleman, former member of the Aryan whatever, right? And long story short, everybody wanted to check me by sending in this dude to check me on my black militancy, right? Long and the short of it, homeboy gave me some shoes and a black marker so that I could mark out the Tommy Hill figure because the shoes were cute. See how stupid you are to try to use people? Now, pardon me, but if you don't make sure that he keeps whatever it was that he had in place, seeing as how y'all was the one who fucked up in the first place, and he was just an employee at OPCS, where all this other shit all over your city, Katie. I mean, you know, that's who you are. This goes further up saying you're the attorney in the situation. So your congressmen, the council folks, all the mega people, they relied on you to bring a case against somebody other than pretty little old me. See how that works? They can all lie and say we kicked it on up the chain, and Katie didn't do shit. We came to Katie down the chain, and Katie didn't do shit. Katie, where is this lady? Katie, where's Savannah Guthrie's mother? Katie, we're concerned. See how that works? That's how you get jointly and severally. Because y'all do shit and don't tell anybody else what you're doing, and it's illegal, but y'all both work for the government, so you're in trouble, the government's in trouble, so you're in trouble together and apart. See your little dominoes just. You should have left me alone. You knew I had a federal background check and it was clean. Why did you try me? Katie, 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 we gotta ask this question. I have a federal background check. That means I had to run through the system of the state too. And hey, make it make sense. Did you not believe that the federal government and check my bona fides in the 20, 30 years before? Oh, bingo, bingo. That's it. That's it. Because in essence, I was kind of a Trump appointee. You thought I was a sneaky link. You can't even the fuck up now, girl. Oh, damn, Katie. Oh, gosh. Cash Patel and all of them. When I came in under the first Trump administration, not the second, so I didn't have anything to do with the maggots who got in afterwards. And I was always telling the president, hey, yo, homie, you need to look over here. There's something going on with the money. And he might have been a lot of things, but he was on the hunt for the fucking money. Him and Elon Musk. So why wouldn't they appoint me, Katie, when I said that I was willing to go specifically to junior achievement and teach these children in this city financial literacy? You are one of the slowest states in the nation, Katie. I know why you did it. You have to explain knowing you don't know what to do with the money because you are undereducated to the jobs that you've been doing. Some of y'all been lying on your resumes today. You thought no one was gonna find out because it was a good old boys club. And as long as y'all kept switching motherfuckers out before it got too close to hot or whatever the case may be, you would be set free from your sins. But me, I got a college fucking degree. I'm capable of sitting in any one of your seats right goddamn now. That's why you scared of me. Because when I came here, you knew it. You knew I had political ambitions. You just didn't go into what I wanted to do. And when you saw I was headed towards the presidency instead of your seat, you said, thank God it's not me. And you started allowing shit to happen that shouldn't have, Katie. You thought she was going to get off scot-free, too. Oh, if she dies outside, it'll be Donald Trump's fault. Girl, you got everybody in on, though. Now, listen. This ain't me unimplicating anybody else. This is me saying you have implicated so many people, it's going to be hard for people not to get arrested. At a minimum. This is what's this called? It's a form of torture. Katie, you tortured me for the time that I've been in your state. How long do you think that these other people are gonna feel as though they're being tortured by what you allowed to happen in this state? People are already reaping the consequences of what you've sown in this state, Katie. Y'all went so far as to send old girl to Minnesota when you knew it should have been me. Lying the entire time. You have been wiping this city clean of me so that you can try and say that I was somewhere else, rallying up all these fucking people. And you know I'm not, Katie. I'm right here in the city of Tucson under your watch, and you've been keeping me from making any fucking money. I'm on camera, so you hang on for a second. Camera though, Katie? 22, because me and the black people that you sitting here to do this to me, we're not going, Katie. The people on the street, they're innocent. You're a villain. I'm looking forward to this shit. I'm looking forward to this shit. I'm gonna go chat and smoke some weed. Straight day though. Good bitch. So for I said, what's up?